you had it won and then it slipped away.
Yeah, maybe slipped away, and just like his season might just slip away if he loses to Zalae here. And they are going into Game 5. It's match point for both Superjj versus Zalae.
Gosh, I wonder if Zalae's going to keep playing handlock. I mean, he's been queuing up the whole match so far.
I was gonna say I feel like he's gonna go to Hunter, and he did. In Superjj, he's gone back to Druid, and he has another Innervate. Now, do you mulligan this entire hand, or you just keep the Shade?
Well, obviously you're not mulliganing the Innervate, and if you're going to keep the Innervate,
I mean, besides the Innervate, I apologize. Yeah, you knew where I was going with that. Yeah.
You don't mulligan Innervate Tannen.
Yeah,
Jeez, don't you know how to play this game? Pretty decent openers for both. I would say pretty average though. You know, slightly above. Superjj, wow, double big game hunter. He wanted to play against handlock in Game 5.
Yeah, and we saw the same thing happen, but on the other side to Zalae against the Dog match way earlier in the season, where he had double big game hunter, and Dog had kind of got him. He'd been playing handlock every game and switched over to Zoo.
I wonder if Superjj's got the Keys and Mystic in this build.
If he has 2 BGHs, I don't know. And what you're seeing here is you're seeing Superjj really utilize the format of HPL. I guarantee you these decks have been changing in between each round.
Oh yeah, I would be pretty shocked if there was.
He just has 9 different Druid classes.
He's got 2 BGHs, a Keys and Mystic, a Harrison Jones, and Acidic Swamp, who's a Black Knight.
He's even got the Black Knight in there.
He's just got 1 silver bullet for everything.
Every situation, yeah.
Look, if this card's gonna win me the game, I'm gonna play it.
Yep.
You know what? There is some blight here though. Big Game Hunter is honestly not that bad versus Hunter because it contests turn 3 Animal Companion. The downside of this is that he's also going to face a Mad Scientist here.
Yeah, it's hard to pass that Mad Scientist Web Spinner this turn.
Right, and with the turn 2 Freezing Trap, I don't think that Superjj even thought Mad Scientist was in his hand.
Yeah, you can see that from Zalae. It's the way he likes to play Hearthstone. You know, he tries to, give you a little misinformation here or there, make creative lines. JJ looks like he's going to try to get all these traps out of the way off this Big Game Hunter.
Godzilla, not really the minions Zalae's looking for.
I've seen some big Gazarillas. We might see one this game. I would love to see something like, 147 powered Gazarilla.
It's not happening.
You say it's not happening. I want to see it happen.
I wonder if can 140 power one even happen? It would go to 12, 24, 48.
You already passed my mental math abilities.
96 to be 108. You can't get to 140 power, Tana. That's ridiculous. Snipe is the second secret.
You should be playing around this one at this point against Archon players.
Yep. It feels so weird to say though. Like, do you really play around Snipe?
I mean, you almost have to now, right? They've just been getting people with it all season long.
Just changing the meta. I think Zalae's going to be happy with Unleash the Hounds this turn.
Yeah, I mean, like, how much better is it going to get? You're going to run into giant minions like Druid of the Claw, and it's not very good at that point. Getting any value off of it is pretty good. I mean, you do get to have one left around for possibly Houndmaster and Hero Power next turn, so this actually works out as mana pretty well.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm looking at is that if Superjj is going to Hero Power next turn, is he really going to Hero Power the 1/1 instead of a 4/1?
There's a small possibility. There is a small possibility of that, and there's the Keys and Mystic. What did he take out to make room for all this?
This is so weird. Like, he actually has all these silver bullets. He's got Harrison Jones. He's got 2 BGHs. He's got a Keys and a Mystic. His deck almost feels like it's being watered down at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like, what did he take out? Did he take out pieces of the combo? Did he take out some of his top end? Like, I'd be very surprised if there's Cenarius in this,
So, pretty good turn for Zalae. Does have to sacrifice some board here, but when you add 2 minions and kill your opponents, you're not upset with this.
No, never.
Now, considering that there's Mana Wraith and there's Doomsayer, do you attack first? Because the Mana Wraith, you get 1 less minion out of it, but I feel like if you get some big liability minion, like say an Explosive Sheep comes down, you're going to have very much regret playing the Knife Juggler.
Are there any that work in his favor that can come out as well?
Flame Tongue Totem?
Oh, the second one in a row of Sunfear.
So weird.
Yeah, it's the second. That's the second day in a row we've seen.
And now, actually, the juggle hit this Druid of the Claw. That's really the big thing to account for here. He's going to go for the juggle. Wow, Zalae is.
Wow.
That's a That's a pretty darn, you know, I don't want to say it's a sketch play, but it's a pretty sketch play. He can add Animal Companion behind this after he runs over with a 1/1 hound. Like, he went for the blowout here. And
well, we've seen him do it multiple times already in this matchup. I think, you know, being clinched for the playoffs, Zalae's just going for the gusto.
Well, the other thing here, too, is that if he nails a juggle, he's almost outright winning the game. And when he misses the juggle, still gets a 4/3 body on board.
Superjj is done with this one. You can see it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got steamrolled in this one. You know, your opponent, you kind of drew in the exact opposite order that you wanted to.
Yeah, and do you just Animal Companion and Eagle Horn Bow? I think it just gets the game over with quicker, right?
Just Gazrilla.
You just Gazrilla, just let him know. Just send him a message. Well, you might be trying to take care of the shade here as well.
This is just, okay, I was about to say, if this thing, just straight up, just 360 no scopes this, this shade, it's just completely done. That Knife Juggler needs to be playing Counter-Strike, man. He's in the wrong game.
Yeah, I mean, for every game that, you know, Knife Juggler just shoots the wrong thing over and over again, there's games like this.
I mean, seriously, look at Superjj's draw. This was the actual opposite order of things that needed to be drawn. That's just, I feel rough for him at this point. But you know what? At the end of the day, this was kind of brought on himself with that miss lethal. That is a major turn that you cannot be affording to miss. And this is an illustration of why every single play that you make matters a lot.